Charles Barkley is a very controversial figure in the sports world and sometimes in the political world. He's very direct about what's going on in the black community in America. And a lot of people don't like Charles Barkley simply because he's opinionated. But I think the real reason why many people in black America don't like Charles Barkley is because of who he's married to. Charles Barkley has been married to Maureen Blumhardt for the last 30 years. They met at a nightclub when he was playing, I believe at the time, for the 76ers, and they've been together ever since. But now, I'm not really talking about interracial dating today, even though that is the title of the video. I'm dealing with really what she looks like. Now, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, because obviously when she was younger, she was, more attractive just like anybody else. And she was a model. But if you see her today, Father Time is caught up. And we could argue for the fact that Charles Barkley would be much more happier with a better looking woman. But now let's kind of talk about better looking, because Scottie Pippen had Larsa Pippen, and for sure, Larsa Pippen is much better looking than Maureen Blumhardt. But as you know, that didn't go either. And Charles Barkley, although not as successful on the basketball court as Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, his marriages have outlasted them both combined, I believe. All right, close to it, if not the truth. So why are black men like Charles Barkley marrying, let's say, average looking white women or average looking women, period? Now, let's kind of take race out of it. And I want you to look at this photo of Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson together, with Charles Barkley's wife respectively on the right. And then that is Magic Johnson with Cookie Johnson on the left. Now, Magic Johnson is not only one of the greatest basketball players on the court, but an astute businessman off the court. And if you look at Cookie Johnson, sure, she is, a good looking woman. Is she Larsa Pippen? No. Is she Kim Kardashian? No. She's never been Kim Kardashian. She's always been what BGS Ibmore has considered an adjustable 7. And despite his problems and even contracting HIV in the marriage, largely because of cheating, she stuck with him. Okay? And he's married to her because what she is, not necessarily what she looks like. When you look at Magic Johnson and Charles Barkley, what are these guys trying to achieve in their relationship? They want to stay married. And that's the thing. That's the difference between the rich and those who don't make relationships and end up being broke. Men who want to be married are not looking for fly-by-night attributes like a big butt or a big breast. That stuff is nice to have and all of that. But really, what we're dealing with is permanent interest. And you look at today, in today's world, where, I talked about rapper Erica Banks saying that, she wouldn't go to the club with a female friend if, she wasn't quote unquote thick enough, if she didn't have a nice enough butt, or she didn't look a certain way. And that might be okay if you're looking for something like that. But now here's what I want to talk about. What if you're passing up on somebody who's a really good mate? Sure, physical attributes are there, but hey, what if you have a good mate? And let me talk about a lot of black women out there. A lot of black women out there really talk down on black men who are dating white women. And you're dating a white woman because she's white. You're dating a white Asian woman because she's Asian. Well, if you look at Maureen Blumhardt, we honestly can see that there's a lot of black women that look better than her. Okay? There are tons of black women that look better than her. But now, what did Charles Barkley recently say? He said, listen, my wife is a great mother. In fact, Let me go ahead and read it word for word. Well, number one, I'm gone a lot. That always helps. Okay. I think the main reason is she accepts my flaws and all. She doesn't judge me, accepts me how I am. She's a great mother. What does that really mean to me? That means that over the years, people change, but still, even after my playing years, she accepts me as I am. She's a good wife. She's a good fit for my personality. And ultimately, that's why you're seeing a lot of these black men going out here dealing with other races of women. And the argument from black women is, oh, well, she's fat, she's not attractive, she's not good looking, but you're not looking at why guys are making that decision in the first place. A lot of times it's not based on looks. It's based on the word that starts with C and ends in Y. It's called compatibility. And that's what I think a lot of young people in today's world are not focused on. Compatibility. What do you bring to the table outside of swag? What do you bring to the table outside of looks? What do you bring to the table every day? Are you a faithful husband or a faithful wife? Are you a person that can be trusted? Are you consistent? Are you a provider if you're a man? Are you a nurturer if you're a woman? When things are going bad and I'm having a bad time, are you somebody I can confide in? You see, at the end of the day, I don't care how much clout the internet has. We're still people at the end of the day, right? This is still a people's world. I don't care if it's Instagram or Facebook. People are still people. We still got to learn how to interact with each other. We still got to know how to know our roles. We still have to know how to cooperate. And when I'm going to tell you this, a lot of black men are looking for cooperation. All right? It's not always about what you look at, what you look for. A lot of women are looking at that. Like, oh yeah, you should be looking at X, Y, and Z. Oh yeah, this, these girls here, these girls there, what, and all this other stuff. You're not even really being honest with yourself as to why that guy does not want to deal with you. It could be nothing to deal with, like what you look like. It's about how you act. Because let me tell you something. You could be dealing with, let's say, for example, a young lady. All right. You could be dealing with a young lady for a long time. After you've been dealing with her for like 4 or 5 months, you're going to get used to her having a nice booty, used to her having a nice chest or whatever. The only thing that's going to matter is how she acts, how she treats you. All right. If you can get along. And that's why you see these dudes that are very successful, that are very rich, dealing with women that don't look anything like that. And I mean, typically, entertainers go to the IG model route of this generation. But men who actually have money and actually are in the industries, you're not going to see them with BBL models for the most part marrying them. You're not going to see them with girls that are strippers marrying them. You're not going to see that. They may be cheating on their wife with that, but you're not going to see them married to that. They're going to be dealing with a woman that is more interested in being in a long-term relationship. That's what you're going to be looking at. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. I'm out.